Title: From Boy to Man. In the quiet village of Omuaka, nestled between green hills and whispering streams, lived a small boy named Kelechi. He was barely 10, with wide eyes full of dreams and a heart full of questions. Every morning, he would run barefoot through the dusty paths, helping his mother fetch water and watching the older boys train with sticks and stories of warriors past. Kelechi's father, Okonkwo, was a man of few words but many scars earned from years of hard work, sacrifice, and silent love. Kelechi longed to be like him, but every time he tried to help with the heavier tasks, his father would gently say, "Not yet, my son." One year, a terrible drought struck. The crops withered, the river dried to a trickle, and the village began to hunger. Men traveled far for food, and children cried in the night. Okonkwo decided to journey into the forest to find game for the village. He packed his bow, a knife, and a small bag of dried cassava. "I want to come with you," Kelechi pleaded. Okonkwo paused. Then, without a word, he handed Kelechi the smaller knife. "Come," he said. The forest was vast and unforgiving. For days, they walked. Okonkwo taught Kelechi to listen to the wind, to move without noise, and to respect the earth beneath his feet. Kelechi stumbled, fell, and sometimes wept in silence, but he always rose again. One night, while they camped beneath the stars, Okonkwo fell ill. Fever consumed him, and he could barely speak. Kelechi felt panic rise in his chest, but then he remembered his father's lessons. He gathered herbs, made a small fire, and used water from the leaves to cool his father's burning head. He stayed awake all night, watching, protecting. By dawn, Okonkwo opened his eyes. Weak but smiling, he said, "You are no longer a boy." They returned to the village days later, carrying a wild goat and stories of the forest. The people cheered, but Kelechi did not smile. His heart had changed. Years passed. Kelechi became the one boys followed, the one elders trusted, and the one his father stood beside, not in front of. And one evening, when a small boy with wide eyes ran up to him asking, "Can I help?" Kelechi bent down, handed him a stick, and said, "Come, it's time to learn." And so, the cycle continued, boys becoming men, not through age alone, but through courage, sacrifice, and love.